for the end of the podcast, I always kind of like to leave this question because I feel it brings a lot of value and it's kind of connected to the core message of the podcast. I started a podcast to kind of help people focus more on personal development and growing in life and kind of finding the things that they want in life. And I was looking for something that could kind of represent it well, and I had this old like gaming name where when I was a kid I used to name like a gaming account there. It was Uncle Gold, and then I was like, the Uncle Gold podcast really sounds cool. So I wanted this podcast to be kind of like the uncle that taught you how to find the gold in life that you never had, and never had that, but here you got all the information. So I wanted to invite guests like you who can talk about topics like that and share their insights and kind of information that can help people, and I think it's important, and especially in the last 2 years where the whole world kind of got turned upside down and everything went a little bit haywire. I think it's even more important to focus on ourselves and our improvement and development and learning and spirituality and money and all of the topics that we just covered. But the question that I always save for last is how to find the gold in life.
Ooh, so hopefully nobody said this one, but what comes to mind is to find the gold in life is to find yourself. It's really to know that there is this part of you inside you that is pure gold, is the way that I think about it. You can call it your highest self, you can call it divine, but really finding that part of you and aligning to that can change your life on so many levels. And it may sound a little obtuse or like, how do I do that? But really it's getting quiet and listening to yourself, and really, like I said in the beginning, asking yourself what you want, asking yourself, what are my dreams? And because we all have this piece of us within us that wants the best for ourselves, that is there for us when we need it, when we need him or her or they, but it's within all of us. And so that's what I believe the gold is learning how to give ourselves our own advice, learning how to heal ourselves, learning how to listen to our inner wisdom and our inner intuition, because we have all the answers. Everything that we need is within us.
Great finishing thoughts. And I would just like to add to that in somewhere around 2018, I kind of felt that I was neglecting that voice inside. And I said, all right, it's new year. I'll make a decision for 2018. And I said, one of the main ones was listen to my gut feeling more, because I had this debates in my head, like, should I listen to my gut feeling or should I stick to the logical? And I observed it for a while, and I noticed that most of the time, if I listened to my gut feeling, it would have turned out better than it turned out. And I was like, all right, New Year's decision, let's do this. And 2018 turned out to be a great year. I moved here to Ireland. I spent the summer in Croatia on an island that I told you, and started meditating. That was one of the things, and just listening to different people, changing some habits, and kind of working on myself a lot more. And even in like chats and like this, if I would get an impulse of like, oh, you should say this, I would say it. And maybe the year before I would kind of keep it to myself and try to change it a little bit. And I kind of opened myself up to myself more through that, So I still think that's one of the best decisions that I ever made. And I agree with everything that you said. And I hope that people listening will kind of do the same and open themselves up to the golden side and to their higher selves and start listening more.
Yes, I love that. And I love that you had that experience.
Yeah, it helped a lot. It made everything a little bit easier. I don't feel like a pressure from every side, and especially from the inside. So yeah, I think from that perspective, it helped a lot.
Yes, that is huge, to release pressure. A lot of us, that's all we really desire, is to release the pressure, release the control, and that part of us does that.
Hey, thanks for watching this video. If you want to see the full version, go to the Uncle Gold Podcast YouTube channel or watch the next clip.